Welcome to Riley's Roundup. I'm Devlin Riley, and we have a very exciting show today. I am with the owner of Ignite Cinemas, Jaime Garza, and we're going to get a better look about what makes Jaime Garza, Jaime Garza. Thank you for joining me.
Yo, it's a pleasure being here. I remember you spoke about starting this podcast last month, and it's into fruition, and I'm so hyped. It's my first podcast I've ever been on.
I was going to say, I'm so excited. This is your first podcast. We're going to look back at this moment when we're famous, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
2020.
that's where it all happened.
That's where it started.
All right, so Jaime and I mean, we met being on the CNYP committee, which was awesome, and we got some good people there. But, I mean, you just have this energy that just draws people in, and you have a phenomenal business. So tell us more about, like, Ignite Cinemas. How did it start? Where did it ignite?
Where did it ignite? Well, you know, that energy you say, that I lived that. And I
Mm-hmm.
really ignite that. And when I was looking for a company and a business, I was looking at something that I resonated with and what I wanted to fuel. So that's where that name came from. But, you know, this wasn't overnight. You know, like, I've always had this vision. This has been working since, like, 2009. And finally having a small business in the community. I'll sum it up, like, real basic, though. You know, like, I've always had an entrepreneur spirit since I was in high school. You know, I was selling candy.
I was like, what were you doing? Because I did the bracelets when I was younger.
Yeah. You know, I always found a way to sell something.
Yeah.
I sold mixtapes. I sold CDs, candy. I always had that.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it would be like lemonade. So, like, I always was attracted to that. I could always sell.
Hey, some people are born with that entrepreneurship, and you had a hunger okay.
Yeah,
so when you were young,
that's how it really started, like, in my head. I didn't fall in love with a camera until I was working at Best Buy. And
they got a nice display.
Oh, yeah. I used to work all that, you know.
Yeah.
Back then in 2009, 2010, there was no iPhone yet. I was still off a Sidekick, T-Mo Sidekick.
Yes.
AIM,
yes.
you know the vibe.
Flip it up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So I got one of those flip cams I wanted
at
Best Buy, and that's what really, like, opened my mind to, like, video and documenting behind the scenes and vlogging before vlogging. And I fell in love with it. That's how it started.
Video just goes such a long way. And I think it's always been that way. Video could always leave such a huge impression. So, like, when you're working with other businesses, I mean, that's their voice. And what you can create and what you do create is just, I mean, it's a masterpiece. It's almost like everyone I've kind of talked to on the podcast, like, you're all artists. Cooking the food, every ingredient makes it a masterpiece, and your videos are the same thing.
I like that.
What's your most favorite and most memorable video, or even craziest video? Because I've heard some stories.
Yeah, I got a few. I know one of my ones that stick out, just being able to, based off a camera, was able to travel to Abu Dhabi and
oh
Dubai.
My gosh, I haven't heard this one.
That was an opportunity. Yeah, not a lot of people have. So I had an opportunity to work with Wilson and Nike at the time, and it was
Wow.
And they flew me out. My fiance wasn't too happy because my son was like 2 weeks in, but you know. She's sorry, baby.
2 weeks out, like
no, the baby was born 2 weeks. I'm like, yo, I'm out for a week.
Oh my,
She still gives me heat. But I love you, baby. But that was like the coolest, like, opportunity I had off of a camera, like off of a camera, you know.
So what did you shoot there?
I was working for a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And it just so happened my best friend was like the head of it, and that he needed a camera guy, you know, so I created content for him and was able to document all that for him. So,
okay, outside of the work in Abu Dhabi, what was your favorite thing?
My favorite one, there's so many.
No, in Abu Dhabi. What did you like being there? What, outside of, like, working and doing what you did with Nike, what did you enjoy personally there?
When I went to the beach, I've never seen water so clear. Like, it was like, I've never seen water I can see through, you know, so that's where I learned, like, meditation and stuff. Like, I had a moment, you know, like, really took a ha moment, like, when I was out there. And I was just like, yo, like, I'm 23 hours ahead as opposed, like, it's
mind-blowing,
it was
right?
surreal, you know, that this exists in the world.
You know? It's nuts. I'm excited. Like, I actually, of course, you know, hopefully we'll be all past what's going on. COVID's really just thrown a curveball at us, just like Dr. Fossey did at the opening game. I'm so sorry. We talked about it. The pitch. It's the epitome of like Corona. That was a Corona pitch through a curveball, man, that we couldn't even like catch. So, like, how have you adapted, like, with business, with Corona, like hitting it, like, what have you done?
I think it's safe to say I was in the same boat as every other business owner out here, especially because my business is geared business to business.
Right.
You know, so it was that roller coaster. It was like, oh crap moment, this is happening. Right. You know, especially because I ain't gonna lie, March was supposed to be like the biggest sales month of ever.
Yeah.
You know, and you know I adapted because I helped out. I gave free consultations to like business owners who like relied strictly on interactions, and I was able to, you know, shift their minds up and try to give them ideas to do different things. But you know, it's been pivoting just like all the other awesome superheroes in our community.
Yeah.
Fighting, just keep on swinging. And,
you've done a lot of like charitable work. Like you do give a lot to the community, and you know, it's tough. Like you're a family man. You got your own family to think about. So, you know, if you're listening, you need some video production, we got Ignite Cinemas. we'll put that on the screen. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Because one thing that we've noticed, I think a lot of businesses that have been able to do it have noticed video resonates with people. They get to hear, they get to feel, they see. So I think that's, if not the most crucial form of marketing right now.
Super.
I know. And so
you've
been giving, but now you got it. Now it's time to get that return.
Yeah, givers gain. You know, it's funny you mentioned that though, because like I think now like video is becoming a norm, especially Zoom calls, right? So like people, I was trying to get people to do Zoom calls before all of this, but it's like, nah, let's just meet in person. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But now they kind of get a taste of it. Like they see how efficient it can be.
How much work you can get done.
Right there, you know, and business can still roll and things can still happen. So I think now I'm kind of seeing that avalanche of people who did that, but they want to see like more, like, hey, how can this work for my business moving forward?
I mean, I hope it takes a turn. I hope it's a trend that continues on. Even when I have faith we're going to get past it, but I want you to talk about the video that you did. You did this epic video. I won't even say you talk about it because you know what I'm talking about.
What epic video are you talking about?
Okay, so you're in your mirror, and I know, I don't even know how you did that. I think it's so cool how you can edit and you got your mirror, but you tell us.
Sure, you know, like I don't watch a lot of TV, but there was one show specifically I do watch. It's called Insecure on HBO.
Okay.
So that's where I got the idea from, and I was like, I wonder how I could do that effect. It's a mirror, so I'm sure when you see this, we'll show an overlay. Yeah. But it's like a self-talk to myself, pretty much, and my YouTube channel is geared to helping people edit. I love Givers Gain. My whole audience on YouTube is people who want to aspire to be a good editor.
But you know how awesome that is that you do that? Like, people put a price on that. That's a service. Yeah. And you're doing that for free.
For free, just building the audience.
I'm just saying that you just got such a good heart.
Subscribe now, I'm like 2,000 subs. But, like, it was two things. So I always think from a marketing aspect, like, okay, they got content. So what I did was I made a small piece of that content and actually shared it on Facebook. Yeah. But it really resonated because, you know, those thoughts were like thoughts I have and my peers in this business industry. We want to quit all the time. Like, it's a roller coaster, and like I wanted to quit numerous times, but it's those self-talks and affirmations I really legit talk every day when I'm in the mirror or by myself to keep me in the game and just look at the long picture. And
it was like the insecurity was in the mirror, and you were there and you were talking back and forth. It was just it was very impactful.
Yeah, thank you. I got a lot of messages from that, so it felt good that I could motivate. People. Yeah, you know, because that's the end goal, you know, and just being able to be like, tell someone, hey, I'm there too. So, you know.
Yeah, I know. So more on like Jaime Garza. Who's Jaime Garza? Yeah. Do you play any sports?
I used to play a lot of baseball growing up.
Really?
Till I hit
I didn't
high
know
school.
that either.
Yeah, my mom. I've been playing baseball since I was like 5.
Okay.
So I was in t-ball. I was a great bowler. Like I used to bowl when I was a kid.
That's not something you hear often. That you're a great bowler.
I got my bowling shoes ready.
Shut up.
No lie.
You got your own bowling shoes.
Yep, own bowling ball, bag. So those are the 2 sports I resonated with growing up.
Now, this is something big, too. You were unfortunately part of a group in 2020 that nobody really would want to be a part of, but the wedding season.
Yeah.
Talk to us about, it was going to be on my birthday, so I was psyched.
Oh, it's about to be super tough.
But no, next year. So have y'all, planned that? Okay.
Yeah.
So, how'd you handle that?
We always try to look at the silver lining in a lot of things. So, my fiance is the type of person that if we're not gonna half butt anything, it's gonna be all or nothing. So we made the executive call. I appreciate
that. Yeah.
Yep. We made the executive call to shift everything to next year, and we ain't going nowhere. We already feel like we're married now. So
give her a
what's
shout
another year?
out. Just give her a little shout out right now.
Shout out, yeah. My boo.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's an amazing woman.
She is.
And just to hear how she's supported you, how she's been just such a rock, and I don't know.
Super.
Yeah.
We're like yin and yang. I needed somebody. I can't have another person like me. It's too much fire.
I get that. I totally get that.
Yeah, so she's been there since day one. Mm-hmm. So all this.
No, of course. That's your boo.
Coming 2021 though.
It's gonna be dark down.
Yep.
It's gonna be new pandemic. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be so everyone's gonna be so happy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, so outside of all of the charitable work that you do as a business owner and your services that you give for free, what are some of your top moments of volunteering in the community?
Well, I realized a lot of the stuff I volunteer towards is geared towards the youth. And I love the youth because I really do believe they're our future.
Right.
So everything from the Bright Beginnings program, the YMCA, that's what really sparked a lot.
Yeah.
Meeting the great kids at the tennis academy.
I know,
and building that relationship with them, and then connecting with them at Stafford Junction.
Yeah.
So that's big, and also with the United Way, last year was able to sponsor bags for the kids.
Yeah.
Summer bags with books, and also read to the kids and be a part of their Mission Independence program, which was great. Because these are kids who are 16 and 18 who don't know exactly where they want to be after in adulthood, and being able to speak on that
such a pivotal moment in their life, because so much can happen, so much progress can happen, or you could kind of idle, and it's go for it, because you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I hate to even say that because this is such a but it's more live in the moment. Every day, it's not I appreciate every minute of every day, and I'm living every minute of every day, and it's what you do is Jamie has come to a lot of the YMCA events and volunteering, and the kids just are so excited because you stimulate them, you get them excited, but you turn in the business mode too, hey, you like doing this, well, this is what you can do with it, and it's it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I could say a lot credits that to actually having my own kids, and because I used to really think I was good with kids, but once everything clicked, my stepson and my little one, that I try to flourish that out.
Yeah. Are they into your videography?
Oh yeah. They're a big part in me creating content, and just when I got my truck wrap, they're always Daddy's truck wrap, Daddy's truck ignite, and then, so they're very in tune. You know, my oldest one, I take him with me on some projects, and he can actually see, and just meeting these awesome business owners too. So it's resonating, showing him something different.
For sure. I grew up watching my dad do things, and things that are so massive now, and I remember them, and I can appreciate it. So I think letting him see all of this firsthand, it does stick with us. It does, and it's gonna inspire him one day. I'm serious. They're not gonna do it now because they're playing video games and talking to their friends, doing the I don't know the wait, dude, I just learned how to do
I think I did it right.
What's this one called where you
it's the whoa. I always get laughed at. Apparently, I don't do it right, but I think I do it right. So
oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, so we got something, a little something special. So let's say if you were to be a rapper, what would your rap name be?
It'd probably be Hottie Dottie.
Hottie, oh my gosh, that is tight. All right, so are you gonna go ahead and are you gonna spit some lines at us?
If we could definitely like.
Okay.
I see there's some headphones here. You know,
Totally.
I used to freestyle in high school. We could do this.
Totally caught him off guard, guys.
On the spot. I feel like a rapper. Hey, Ignite. Woo. Riley's Roundup. We got it from the ground up. Hey, we're here. Okay. I'm on a podcast. I'm ready. Like hot spaghetti. Look at this drop. Look. What am I say? Look. They be like, who is that? In that fresh rap vehicle. Cruising downtown. Looking to ignite a superhero. Hey. Let me get it back. From the ground up. Made it to the top. Hey. In high school, they used to call me J. Dot. Hey. Can't stop, won't stop. Something like Diddy. You see me? Woo! Uniting the city. Yeah. Get back. Always gotta give back. Stay on track. Move forward. My vision. My mission. Create videos to help grow a business. Make an impact. Brand awareness. Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, dude, that's so good. I love it.
Off the top.
I got that. The first time anyone sang or rapped. Woo! I love it.
That's that in the moment you said. Like, you know, a lot of people are scared to
take a chance.
Take a leap. You know, like let that adrenaline brew. Yep. See where it could take you.
So if you knew people listening or watching, business owners struggling, what would you tell them?
I would tell them honestly, like, I've been teaching these past almost 2 years now in doing this, but I would tell them, you know, when you're looking for someone to do your video, anyone can hit a record button.
Right.
Like, my 4-year-old can hit a record button.
Right.
You could get a video and they can deliver it to you, but when we're talking about business, you want someone who actually cares about what you do, your goals, like, what's the purpose of making this, you know, and being there for you after they give you a video. Because if I give you a video, I've always give you like tips and tricks, but if you don't have no way to implement it, you're a business owner. You're a superhero trying to help your people. You don't need to research like how to post and what to do here. So be cautious of that, you know, and really, we live in this digital era now, and now it's more important than ever to portray your story. Like you gotta. Since COVID happened, people are a lot more scared to go into places all the time. Yeah. So you have to have your best foot forward to portray that essence before they even walk through your door or pick up that phone. And video is the easiest way to do that. To help grow. It
is all hidden because it's so true. Like, we don't know when it's gonna go away.
Yeah.
And you got to reach people. And this is like the way to do it.
Yeah.
And so when you sit down with a new client, like, run us through real quick what it would look like from the beginning. What do you, because I introduced Jamie to this magnificent man, Durante Rollins. We're going to do some really fun stuff with Habitat for Humanity in Caroline. But Jamie's introduction back was a video. And I just thought, oh my God. Like, it was like, that is so awesome, because first off, it wasn't meant for me, but I went ahead and watched it, and just to see, and it just, that's what you do. But also, it's just, when you have an opportunity for people to hear your tone, see your face, your nonverbal gestures, like, it means a lot. It's that human interaction that we're missing, that we need right now. I mean, tell you what, like, video is it, okay? Yeah. But tell us what it would look like if someone were to hire you. What would the little onboarding process be?
Absolutely. Well, you know, I always practice what I preach.
Yeah.
So I use video everywhere I can. I can't be telling a business like, hey, you got to do this when I don't do it. So I use everything I tell them. But onboarding, you know, they would fill out a form on my website. I would learn about their business, and then I would do a consultation. I would send a video message to them, whether on Facebook or email. Yeah. And I would be like, when's a good time to chat? on that consultation, that strategy call, I really listen to exactly what they want to achieve. I listen after a while, and then I'm like, I really suggest we move forward with this to accomplish your goals for this.
Right.
After that, that's where everything happens. I make them very comfortable, and you've known this too.
Yeah.
Like, I really have a blessing to make people comfortable in front of that camera.
You do.
And just letting them, their essence ooze out the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And just being there for them. I fight with them. I don't take on every client, but they have to be passionate like I am.
Yeah.
And they have to ooze that.
Yeah.
And the mission has to be bigger. And then we throw that out there, put it out in the world, and if it's not working, call me up. I make it work. Or I always check up on them, like, make sure everything's good. I love bragging about them too.
I mean, and I think that's what's so special is like you really do care about everybody.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
So if someone listening wants to contact you, where can they do that?
If they want to ignite to the next level using the power of video, go to IGNITECinemas.com and check what we're all about there. You can check me on Instagram, Facebook, all Ignite Cinemas.
Yep.
I'm always putting out new content. I've really practiced what I preach. Like, it's a beautiful thing.
Is there anything trending, like any like kind of I don't know, example, TikTok. Obviously, I'm a little late to the game.
I didn't even get in the game, but it's a fun game though. Like,
it's so interesting
addicting
to see people.
Yeah.
I mean, they have some of the funniest videos.
Yes.
I'm surprised
you. My fiance got it. The kids love it.
Yeah.
But I know I would get in a time suck if I got in there. So
yes. For all of you who wonder why I stay up late, I'm just watching people and just see humor is just a healing. It's a healing component and connecting with people that are so different, but you can connect on that humor level. Absolutely. I mean, I think it's so special. It's something that like is a part of life. But okay, do you see what's trending? Anything trending that like we could get a little insight on?
Yeah, one thing I've seen trending is obviously video content. You know, especially now everyone's on their phone. But one thing is like a lot of people, they might have videos they've done already. Yeah. And let's say it's a longer video, but being able to chop that 5-minute video into a 30-second bit, adding a headline to it and captions so they can put that in their marketing. Yeah. I've seen big things happen with, especially now, like testimonials of like rock star clients. Like have them get on a selfie video. Yeah. Have them like literally tell where you were at before you, paint that picture after, and being able to put that in your marketing. It's organic because when you see a selfie video, like it's not staged. Like that's pure. Like we get them vibes when we're on Facebook Live and everything. Like,
oh man, I'm like the word. I just had to do it today. I was just like, okay, and you just, but it's the human component. Like we're all human. Nobody's perfect.
You could mess up. Yeah, they're gonna feel it just like if I mess up right now in front of you. So yeah. I still get adrenaline rush off Facebook Live. You get what? Do you? I still get adrenaline rushes off. Do you too?
I do, and it's like nobody. It's like I don't want to call it the invisible audience, but like they're not there in front of me, but they're there watching it. I get nervous.
Yeah, that's a fun fact too. Anyone out there, like I've been getting in front of camera for a long time, but I still get those butterflies anytime I hit record. I just make it look good. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do.
You're like Rico Suave, man. You just you glide, and you roll with it. Like I was telling JL, one of our committee members. I said, I know, shout out to JL Cooper at Spotsylvania Regional Medical Center.
Yes, good clients.
Good clients too. I said Jamie could give me the hardest feedback, and it be like something that would usually crush me, but I roll with it. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should like, and we just talked about it. You're just so good with your delivery.
Thank you.
All right, for last piece then, for anyone who could not afford a videographer right now, I know you already went over a couple things. Are there any other pieces of like advice that they could do now until they can have that budget?
Yeah, like we have these powerful tools in our pocket. I know it's cliche. People say, oh, use your phone. Yeah. A lot of the vlogs I do when I was highlighting, and I still do, I highlight businesses on the go. Yeah. It's coming from my phone. So don't get too strung up on the quality of it. Yeah. More so the content you're putting out. Like I'll use an example. If you have a car wash business, like show some of that process behind the scenes. Like show the different things and make separate content of all your processes. It might feel like you're repeating the same thing. It might be silly because you do this every day, but for someone outside looking in, you have to bring them into your world. You have to really describe each section. I'm sure you same thing with the YMCA. Like, there's things you could talk about for days, but being able to like segment it and show a whole process, like that's what it's about. So don't get too strung up on the tech. You can create content right now. Like, your business is awesome. Like, there's cool things you're doing right now. Just share it live in that moment. You feel that you feel that nervousness, step out. Lean in. That's
lean back.
Lean in, lean back.
Are there any free apps that you have found useful when producing video that someone who's not a videographer could use to at least, have some options to like do cool editing or
so like I'm team iPhone, so I always use my camera app on here and the iMovie. That's
what's iMovie?
iMovie.
I have an iPhone. I don't know what iMovie is.
It's free. It's you edit the video on the go.
I just got on TikTok too. Okay, so like iMovie, I'm gonna download it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. So okay.
And you can learn how to chop certain segments and put it out. And that's my biggest go-to. I mean, there's a lot of, I give a lot of free content too. So if you follow me, I've released certain things where it tells you certain apps that you can use if you have Android and you know, things like that. Android. No shade at the green text bubble people, but I'm team iPhone.
Well, they should definitely follow you on YouTube. What's your YouTube channel?
Ignite Cinemas.
Ignite Cinemas.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I got tutorials all on there. How to film, how to get good lighting. This is great lighting in here, by the way.
What would you rate this podcast studio?
Oh, this is a plush.
Right?
This is a plush 9/10. This is up there. Y'all
got a 10 producer. I mean, she's awesome,
Shaindel holding it down. But this is beautiful.
Right? Isn't this awesome? I feel like
this is gonna be big.
First class.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies up. All right. No. So Jamie.
Yeah.
Right now, we're speaking things into
existence.
Right?
You got to.
5 years from now, what's one thing that we'll look back on and we'll be like, okay, you did it. So what's one thing that you want to have accomplished?
5 years, I'll be 36. I'm still young. Okay, so it's very young. So I want multiple Ignite trucks. I just want to cover the whole ground, But more importantly, I had this epiphany. I love working with the youth, but I've always wanted to like establish my own nonprofit.
Okay.
And have an Ignite video camp, for like the summertime. So and just be able to I used to work at Best Buy a lot. I used to sell cameras. We'll go to Best Buy, pick out cameras. We got our gear ready, and we're going to tackle a project. And that whole week, they learned. And in the field, and we go on it, like, I just see it bigger. Like, every year we get more kids involved because they love video.
They can express themselves with video.
Yes.
Everybody's so different, and learning disability is whatever. But video can really allow them to express themselves. Yeah. So especially, now, and it gives. Okay, so put a date on it. When are you going to do this by? And we're gonna have it. We have it documented on the podcast. When are you gonna do this by?
I'm gonna do this 2022.
Okay.
August 14th, 2022.
By then, you're going to have this up. You have my full support because there's nobody that does anything like this in this area. Yeah. And that's such a huge opportunity that we're missing.
Yeah.
And, with just the mental, the mental, what this has taken, the toll it's taken on people. You could just be a little flower and provide a light, a new way. Right?
Yeah, I got that. I remember I vlogged before the Tennis Academy in February.
Right.
And when I had that camera out, they just gravitated and they were floors. And it made their day just being a part of that vlog and that behind the scenes. And I'm going to release it after this because I'm speaking it now. I'm going to release that as a Flashback Friday, that vlog that I did in February with them. But those kids, they just gravitated to it. And
you're igniting something in them.
Igniting something in them.
That's it. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you all for watching. This was Riley's Roundup, and we'll see you next week.